So Epa said the Ugandan industry is full of mediocrity. Do you agree?
This is what we are talking
Yeah.
about. Exactly.
Yeah. You guys agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
very much so.
Yeah. Actually, Epas, good luck on your concert.
Concert.
We wish you the best of luck. We are supporters, friends, you know.
And Epas is also in the industry.
Yeah, he's also in the industry. But he's saying, he's critiquing it. It's like it takes a person who's of the forest.
Yeah,
To-
Epas used to do a lot of comedy
How?
back in the day.
Yeah.
He used to do a
No,
lot
the
of
comedy,
comedy.
That's part of him.
That's the social media and stuff.
That's
his
part of him.
content.
But
So
that's
so
why
to
we
you-
are, most of us are comedians. He influences all these people.
But some of them,
So for them, they're taking
Like,
social media lifestyle
the
and then
ones
they
who
think
don't
it's
want to be artists, they be
Yeah.
like, what can I get from
a-
Epas?
So they be thinking as a comedian.
Let me go into comedy.
Comedy.
and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that because it's also a form of art, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Of being comic now.
Yeah.
Then now
Some
we're
of them are
saying
not-
guys are mediocre.
Some of them are not even.
Yeah,
fun.
but
Funny.
no, the mediocrity has nothing to do with it.
Do you realize that when
Being
most
funny
Uganda-
does not mean you're mediocre.
very
He's
many
trying to
artists
mean-
are funny at the wrong time and the wrong place.
Do you know Danny Glover,
Yeah.
the guy of This Is America?
This Is America.
Donald
Yeah,
Glover.
yeah,
Gambino.
Donald Glover.
Have you ever had his stand-up comedy?
No, but I've watched
He's funny.
his movies and
He's funny. So he does not play with his music, does not play with his films, does not play with his
When,
comedy.
when you watch
think
him
the
in
mediocre
films
Evan
and
is
the
talking
music,
about-
you
Yes.
really see that
the mediocre
art.
is talking
there
about.
is art.
So maybe we should define what mediocrity
No, the mediocre
is.
is talking about is
Yeah.
in creating and
Yeah.
marketing the music.
Let me tell you,
Not in being the
Ugandans
funny-
cannot play and work at the same time. Once you crack a joke,
We first stop the
you first stop. They want to laugh the whole day. Then their mind goes into cracking jokes every time.
When you're driving and then like something has happened, you find a group of guys looking at what's happening. You're like, these guys don't have what to do.
Hmm.
You get?
Yeah. But with the musicians, man, it's crazy.
Who is a mediocre?
Because
No,
he makes skits.
when
Kale amanya gavuddeyo bannange. Okay.
yeah, but to me it doesn't make sense because I'm not going to ask about your skits.
You're going to ask
I'm
about
going
the
to ask
music. Where are the
about do
albums?
you have videos? Do you have but you have more skits than music videos.
Then you're not a musician, you're a comedian.
Comedian.
But this guy has work.
What's wrong with being a comedian though? I love comedy.
No,
comedy.
comedians. Yeah.
Okay, be a comedian.
Shout
and
outs,
then
shout
be a
outs to my
musician.
guy Salvador.
Mm.
Yeah.
They are comedians. It's a profession. These guys are playing with people's professions, and they are not concentrating on theirs because they are
Yes.
trying to mix the two.
If you're a musician,
But there are no rules to this shit.
And it's funny.
Who told
'cause
you that there
I
are rules
think-
to this
I
shit?
think
They are.
APAS rules have to
do you know
govern
Snoop is one of the biggest streamers.
streamers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a rapper. He's
Yeah.
an actor.
Yeah.
He's a presenter.
Yeah.
Influencer.
Yeah.
He
But
he spends nearly half of his time in a studio
Yeah.
cracking jokes.
yes,
Yeah.
but he has work. He has actually.
But what was he telling?
I think you guys are judging Ugandan
Mediocrity.
musicians.
What was he
That-
telling
that Epas is
Diamond
talking
Platinums
about.
when he
Let-
met Diamond?
Who?
mediocrity? The Epas
Snoop.
guy is talking about.
What did he
He
say?
was telling Diamond, yo, don't be taken up with this American stuff that when you're here, you're great. These guys don't give a shit about you. Go back home and be the MJ
Of Africa.
of where you come
Go
from.
work hard.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Meeting me does not, like, you're still you.
Yeah.
We can be friends and everything, but we hustled here. You can't come here and then we give you the same
That's the same
respect.
thing the future me told me.
Yeah.
I say that's the future GNL told GNL.
Mm.
Yeah. That maniga, you're already great.
Yeah, because whenever
But
big
but,
artists
but, but,
come
but
here,
at the end of the day, you guys, I'm trying to tell you that
Yeah.
there is greatness all around us, right?
Yeah.
In this industry, there is a lot of greatness, but except that, we need to give each other some grace, eh? We have suffered.
we have not suffered. We have
We have
overplayed.
suffered.
We
We
have
have
played.
But
The other guys have not.
no,
suffered.
listen, I'm finishing my point. We need to give each
The
other some
Snoops did
grace.
suffer.
That's it. You're saying we need to give grace. I like
Okay.
the way where you're going.
Let's give
with
each other
this.
some grace.
Yeah.
And just-
Snoop suffered, yeah?
Mm.
But he lives in one of the biggest music capitals of the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
that doesn't take anything away from me. For you, you have to first go. Even if you grew up in Zambia and the American embassy is there.
Yeah, that's why.
You have to first do what? Go through the process of getting a visa to even first get
That's
there.
why we can't.
But I'm talking. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the grace. Like we come from a very tough place where none of these things have a blueprint
Yeah.
that's designed for us. So all these things people have had to learn by failing forward.
Yeah.
While people like the Snoops you're talking about and all these other successful people, who we are comparing ourselves to because we live in a global village now. Now, we are compared to the greats of the A-listers. A guy from Much India who's still learning the ropes, right, is compared to a person who is relying on the knowledge of Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy being the founder of Motown.
Yeah.
So there are people who have been trained by Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
And these people are producing a quality of music that Kendrick Lamar is now benefiting from.
Yeah.
But you're comparing the producer who has had to teach himself Fruity Loops of a program that they had to steal and crack off the internet, right?
Yeah.
In a place where power goes off. You get me? In a place where
Before you save the
in a
project.
place where there's no one to teach him, where he's self-taught. You get me? To get by the time he gives you a bad quality song which needs mixing and mastering, also recognize the struggle, and then view him with some grace. Ogambeka want to say this is where we need the help. The thing is that we always heap a lot of blame on ourselves, right? Not recognizing the journey. And not also seeing that there are structures that have been helping other people that don't exist here. I'm not the one supposed to master my song.
Yes.
They're supposed to be a music manager, a producer.
But now the issue comes.
I'm talking about.
You ask him for the project, like give it to another guy to master, and
Yes.
he's feeling bad about it.
Okay, yeah.
see?
A
That's the
problem I
mediocrity
aware.
Epos is talking about.
That problem is there.
That's
we
the
had-
mediocrity Epos is talking about.
But then most people do not discern that then the problem is not with the musician. The problem is the what?
The producer.
The producer. So it becomes it's a community problem. It is not just an individual man's problem. Because yes, you have been there before where omuntu omugamba, give me the stems, now uliranga, you're going to steal his production formula.
Oba
Like,
Musala,
oli musiru.
he feels like you've disrespected him.
No, give me the stems because if I'm going to perform live somewhere, I'm going to need this shit.
Oh, the other guy is going to actually make your work better. He's going
The other guy is going to
improve
make your work
work.
better,
You still
yeah.
take the credit.
So you have to deal with all of that insecurity as an artist. So by the time you pop your head out above water, you find a person kicking your face again to go back under. Not knowing that all these demons you've been fighting underwater. So let's give each other some grace. We're still growing. Where we are is very promising. And we have now people who are coming back to share the knowledge that they have. And the industry shall improve with time and with resources and with building structures. But right now, you're blaming a child who comes from a place where there's domestic violence, right? And there's no power, and you're blaming them why their homework you're caning them that their homework is not neat. But they went to the neighbors, probably did some work, bichi. The parents are fighting tewabaddewo masanyalaze tewabadde negwe n'okwata ekibooko n'omukubira ddala so tabeera ng'abaana b'abagagga. You're not forgetting that abaana b'abagagga are building on wealth on wealth on wealth.
But when
This
you go
other
to
child-
an exam, they will not
Yeah.
say, abana bagaga mutuleno,
Yes.
abana babavu mutuleno, we grade you differently.
And
You
that's
sit the
what
same exam, you get
Yes.
graded.
I was going to
Whether
get
you
to
failed
that.
to do the homework because there was no power, you're going to still get the F. They're not
Okay,
going to say,
okay.
maybe he
fair-
failed to
fair
do
enough,
because it's
fair
an F.
enough,
The
fair
world
enough.
is going to judge us the same way.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
wanted
enough,
to ask
yeah.
this.
That's why the EPAS guys, like, at least let's try.
It's like
These kids are trying. These kids are really trying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's no buffer. You know me. I love excellence.
Yeah.
You get me? I really, really love excellence. But I'm not oblivious of the fact of like we come from a hellhole that you have to
Yeah.
really fight out of
A shithole
to create
country.
something out of it.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think we also get stuck on that stage for too long.
Sympathy.
And then we be
Sigadao.
comedians in
Bambi,
that stage.
katizo laba, my
How am I going
computer
to
crashed
sympathize
when I was
with you?
working.
I don't like that shit. Just
That's
say my
what I'm
computer's
saying.
crashed.
There is a
Without,
guy.
without changing the voice.
For us, they changed the voice. That is the
I heard
problem.
there is a guy who went in the army and said, these people want to kill me from here. And then he ran away.
Now you
You
see.
get?
Now we're
But
talking
when
about
you
a
go-
serious issue. Who's cracking jokes?
No,
gotta
I'm
change
just
your
and I'm bringing it
Now,
as an
are you-
example that let's treat this as an army camp.
Somebody
Because-
put on some AC, please.
You understand?
Do we
No,
have to
it's
suffer
it's
because
going
the
to
other
switch
guys
itself
also
on.
I'm
like, did
sweating
they suffer?
bullets.
It's going to
I'm
switch
sweating
itself
bullets.
on because it has that red thing.
Are you
when
saying
get-
that now?
It's coming on, eh?
Yeah.
Are you saying because the Snoops suffered years ago, even me now, I should first suffer this year before I reach their level?
Yo, everybody has
I'm
to
just
go
saying. I'm just
through
saying. I'm
to
just saying.
We
become-
can learn from their experiences.
I'm simply saying, recognize the growth, right? Recognize the steps of growth.
Yeah.
You guys are comparing industries that have been in existence for the last like 150 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have just like
But right now we're on the same pace.
people say
you're not
See,
not on the same page. That's the thing. That's the
the
thing. You guys think
Kendrick-
someone's marketing budget is bruh,
Yeah, but the production.
someone's
this-
marketing budget is
the
$10
guy that-
million dollars.
The guy that did
you want,
the, see,
the
the guy that did the beat for Kendrick Lamar, he
you-
did
you-
it in his
you-
bedroom. On Fruit Loops,
you and
on a
Sam-
laptop. Listen,
You and Zambia guys
Kendrick
are
Lamar's beat.
you and Zambia guys are
See,
still
see.
trying to marry
Yo,
Sasha
yo,
Obama.
Kendrick Lamar's beat was made in a bedroom.
Fair
Guy
enough.
on FL Studio.
Fair enough.
On a laptop.
Okay.
No equipment.
Okay.
The same
Okay, yes,
kid.
yes. Okay.
and some
You also have the
Ugandans
same
have
resources.
better
Let's take this
studios.
example.
Yeah.
Let's take this example that he has given us. Let's take this example. Nti eri bagikolera mu laptop.
Same
mu
equipment that
bedroom,
we do have.
Yeah, the same equipment that you do have. My brother, I'm going to tell you one thing. The experience that was producing on a laptop, very few producers here have it.
The experience. How old was the producer?
No.
then?
I'm talking about the skill level. I'm talking about the skill level, not just in he's a programming logic. Let's move past that. Not that you know how to plug in microphones and whatever. Not that you know how to plug in a whatever
A
keyboard and then you can make a beat. That's basic. I'm talking about the brain and creative fabric or mutujaina with the producer themselves. That there are people who can make a room like this. There are people who can go to the taxi park and make the ambience part of the song.
Yeah.
And then it takes a master who knows how to work with that noise to
mix
actually
it
make it
together.
a song.
To like blend it together.
Ukwata microphones awo neno n'abaana baabano obagambe barecordingire mu gundi.
but
I'm talking about just the experience.
experience
that,
and the
that by
skill
the
level.
time this person does that, yeah, they have a creative brain, yeah, which is switched on in so many rooms. Nga wanewaffe ochabya chizikiza.
Why? Because you
G.
woke up on Muogo.
G.
Like I woke up on
G.
pizza.
No, it's okay. But I'm just telling.
Have you
I'm just telling you about who is behind the board. Like
Yeah.
it's just like comparing. Like
I
I think Quincy Jones could have recorded Michael Jackson anywhere.
Yeah. And
You
still,
get me?
and she'll still be able to get
Namugamba,
this.
you know, if even if we were to record on an iPhone, I know how to make this iPhone give your voice the oomph.
Yeah.
Okitegera?
Yeah.
Ne bakolayo some creative project akakabi. Few people know even the equipment you bakozesa.
So,
Kubanga
so
bamanyi type emu gundi gye yalina ne gundi gye
So-
yalina. So there's bw'omuteeka out of the context of a padded room, they don't know how to act. How
Akosa
to
plug
do
in
that.
chi. Hey, Logic.
Hey,
Nange kafuna
yeah.
Logic.
I heard that there is
I
a
get.
Ugandan who produced what's that Rihanna song and Ti?
T.I.
I don't dispute that. We are great people everywhere.
Yeah, like and
You
he's
wait,
in the country.
you wait until you hear about the great things I've been doing.
Exactly. But I wanted to ask you, you're talking about creativity and everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen kids who make their armpits? Who
Sing.
sing and they're doing this like the creativity they do.
Remember the guy we
Africans,
met in Dar es Salaam?
African
Making the
Africans
beats.
like I was like if Pharrell, this is the Pharrell, but just because he does not know that he's Pharrell. If Pharrell found that kid, would be like, damn, you do it better than me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Zambaland podcast. Like, what? Let's just end it here because we're trying to be serious. Someone's bring this.
No, honestly.
You know, that reminds me of growing up in my village where people used to like put their palm like this and make a sound.
That's what
Yo,
I'm talking about.
there is that thing of African
This
kid.
guy really grew up in a ghetto.
check.
No, I did.
African
I thought you
kid.
were like a rich kid, but now I believe you.
When you go to the village,
Yeah.
these guys who play instruments and
Yes.
make sounds blending it.
Yes.
In my mind, I'm like, if Kanye was here
And-
he would
and
take
samples
this
that
guy-
shit?
He would sample this shit and take it like. But when our artists go and meet those people, it's just a normal any other. But when I went there and heard it, I was like, yo, damn! If this was in studio and we put a hip hop beat on it, and it would be a whole, other creative kind of. Yeah, that guy is called Michael Fingers.
Yeah. Dope producer.
But why are we not using him to?
But he's a Ugandan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said all Ugandans didn't have the skill.
No,
Michael
no, you're the one who was
Michael
saying
Chiwanuka
that,
is a
and I
Ugandan.
was telling you how creative actually
Ugandans are.
Africans, like just because they don't have the equipment.
But Michael Fingers has been working on so many international projects
Exactly.
that you cannot compare him with the person who was born in Chukuba Mutwe.
Exactly. So if he came,
Ochazanga,
no, what I'm saying is,
what
I'm saying is, I heard
I'm
he
not-
was
I'm
part
not-
of
I'm not
Love
say-
You Every Day.
I'm not saying
So
saying
he could have continued with other artists as well.
I'm not
and
saying
put in
I'm
the
not
same
saying do not
expertise.
reach for excellence.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you not to be oblivious and trying to ignore the story. Kubanga nti mwe-
No,
mu-
maybe
mwina
the
nyaka
story is
janja.
we are very
because
talented,
We have stayed,
but we are not trying to live it to our potential.
Are we?
are limiting our own
is our
selves.
industry growing? Still growing, or has it reached?
Yes. What it's trying to say is we are very talented. We have the skills, but we are.
But we are
just-
always, and we
we are-
afford to crack
You
jokes and be
we are always
comedians.
No, but
joking
the
instead
thing
of
is,
putting in the work.
at the end of the day, whether you like the music or not, there's growth happening.
Exactly.
There's
But
growth happening. And basically, there's a new wave, there's an old wave, but at the end of the day, let's recognize there's an ocean. That's all I'm saying.
I think we do a lot of things expecting some different results, but we do the same
Same
stuff
thing.
all the time.
Ate pano bagaya bacriticizing our musician and you producers. How come you guys have not gone international?
We have gone
The,
international. We have
artists,
international projects.
the artists have to make the
But
producers
why aren't you on
international,
Billboard?
but
Why
the
aren't you on
artists,
Billboard?
Because the artists have not promoted their songs to the
You
Billboard level. You want me to promote
Hey,
your song to
ah,
Billboard level?
kati mbafunye.
Kati-
DJ Mustard, who is a producer.
yeah,
Yeah.
Produce Kendrick's joint.
Yeah.
Yes, he's on Billboard.
yeah.
Timbaland is a producer.
Yes.
So you guys have no excuses. I think
How many people have known DJ Mustard from Kendrick?
You guy. Mpeziga go
Mustard has
akaja
been
waka-
there.
No, I'm just
before.
saying.
Mustard has been there
how
from like YG.
Like with the song of Mustard right now.
We first knew
like
it from
the-
other artist projects.
Yeah,
No,
like
no, no,
even
no.
projects.
Mustard on the
just-
beat.
Yes.
You guys don't know
Yeah,
that?
I'm talking
No,
about
but-
even the new
but it's
kids
the artist
did
that
not-
promoted the
Okay,
song
okay, let's say
that, you know,
Timbaland. Let's say Timbaland.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
Timbaland
first
right
time to
now,
know-
there are
Okay.
kids who
Timbaland
may
was
not
from
know him.
The Magos.
Who?
From
Kids who may
Timbaland.
not know him, Timbaland. The new kids who may not be really familiar.
Only idiots might not know
No,
Timbaland.
that's
if
what
you're
I'm
in the,
saying.
If you're in the music industry and you don't know Timbaland,
That-
you're an idiot.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what people use, that if you don't know this, then you're this. But the actual sense is there are people who don't know.
But my thing is because you guys overblame. You overblame the artist. You overblame. Tell me one music manager who is on the Billboard. Okay, tell me one music promoter or agent who is like international.
But,
Because we're looking at the whole industry. You guys are so hell bent on blaming artists, anti-artists.
The artists are the face.
No, even in the business world, why aren't you Ugandan entrepreneurs millionaires? I'm just showing you that the problem is bigger than just being musicians.
Ugandan
Why aren't you-
entrepreneurs.
why aren't there? Because I see so many Nigerians who are millionaires. That's the logic you're giving me. There's so many Americans who are millionaires. There's so many Nigerians who are millionaires. Why aren't Ugandan entrepreneurs millionaires? It's staring you in the face. You come from a broke place.
Yeah, but
You come from a broke place.
And we have rich people and poor people.
You have the resources, yeah.
Yeah.
You have the capital, which is growing. Which
Yeah.
our biggest asset right now is the young people.
Yeah.
The average age is 15.
Yeah.
That means that in the next 10 years, right? We have a resource which is going to increase in terms of our consumability. You get me? If these kids are employed and the opportunity for them to be employed, that means that we're going to be generating more money as a country because the workforce will be generating wealth on wealth on wealth. That's a resource that we have. But in failing to recognize that our resources are not exploited to the level other countries have exploited their resources at, because that's what creates a gross domestic product. You're producing something, that means that the populace has money. But you guys have no money to spend, but you're blaming the people that you haven't spent money on. Mbwate want you. Mwengate muzirina. Mwengate muzirina. Oshitegeera. Temuzirina.
But it falls on all of us. Only that the one in the front, the Jesus, has to be crucified.
These sinners. These sinners
That's
are
the
really,
word.
really
That's
mean.
like it was written.
Mm.
It's written. Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. This is the Zambaland podcast. GNL Zamba, his greatness, Green Amani, producer, and the Ejakait himself, the Nigerian man, Lubacho. Yeah. Stay good. And we are here debating about the industry. Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe and let us know who we should have on the pod the next time. And see you for Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace.